Well, of course, as we set those clocks forward 1 hour, something to keep in mind is daylight saving time is what actually gives you that extra hour of sleep come fall. It's a regular time that we typically don't like because we lose that hour. Not unless you fall asleep an hour earlier, then you don't really notice the change. But your Florida American temperature is 38 degrees in Jacksonville, 43 right now in Decatur, even up towards Champaign, down in the Matthews-Charleston area. The wind's still going to be relatively breezy right now, every now and then 10 to 15 miles per hour across the area, coming out of the southeast for the time being, but it'll start to transition as we start to head into tonight, thanks to cold front rolling through. So satellite radar going to continue to show some widespread opportunity for showers, most of this staying aloft at this point in time across the area, but you're going to notice a possibility for some snowflakes back towards the Quad Cities. Now, as that continues to progress, well, maybe we catch a few snowflakes in some areas, but not necessarily the further south you are. Something we have to look at are temperatures not only all the way thousands of feet in the air, but also what's going on at the surface. And at the surface, our temperatures are going to be sitting in the mid-30s tonight, at least if you're south of I-72. Now, with that in mind, as we look at futurecasts, you're going to notice light to moderate showers eventually do transition the possibility of snowflakes, but model trends recently have shown it from the I-72 corridor northbound, or even more specifically north of I-74. This would be northern Champaign, northern Vermilion, northern Ford, Iroquois, even parts of northern McLean County. With that being said, yes, you could see a snowflake even if you're down towards Shelbyville, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to see the chances of accumulation, because as it starts to fall, most of the snow will begin to melt anytime it hits the ground or hits the road. Elevated surfaces such as your car, this would be decks, some grassy areas may see a slight accumulation if you're north of I-72. But again, this is a quick moving system, and it's all going to be dependent on how quickly temperatures drop. We start to get at 7 o'clock, most of the chance of precipitation rolls out. So as we look at the snow accumulation, coating to 1 inch, the further south you are in that white, you're going to be closer to that coating, if not slightly below that. Many of us won't see that 1 inch mark at any given moment because this is going to be a melting snow. It's also going to mainly mean the roads will be wet and therefore not going to see the accumulation there. The more north to northeast you are, Fort Iroquois County, northern Champaign, northern Vermilion, you would have the better chances to get that coating to 1 inch mark, and maybe some isolated areas get 1+, but it's not going to be there at any given moment because yet again, it's a melting snow. This is not an impressive system that's rolling through whatsoever. The chances to see the snow, minimal. At least the chances to see it stick is going to be minimal. We get into your Monday. We're talking mostly cloudy skies there, overcast conditions before that sunshine returns Tuesday. So there's some positivity in this forecast until we start to get into your Thursday. Another chance for some scattered showers. That one looking to remain just a rain event as temperatures start to approach the 60-degree mark there. So as we head into tonight, yes, we're approaching the freezing point, and that's really the only reason why we're seeing the opportunity for rain to transition to snow. But again, many of us won't even see the accumulation across the area, and if anything does stick, it's melting snow, so it's going to be a limited amount that actually begins to accumulate. 35 degrees tomorrow to start off with, back in the mid to lower 40s. Clouds could give way by the time we get in the afternoon. Out of the way, the wind's going to be relatively breezy at times out of the west-northwest, so get used to some cooler weather, especially going into late Sunday into your Monday as well, because as we start to get into tomorrow night, we drop below the freezing point across the area with, of course, mostly cloudy skies. So that 7-day forecast will continue to show the clouds rolling through as we get into your Monday. Eventually, sunshine does give way as we get into your Tuesday. Temperatures back in the mid to upper 50s there Thursday, even approaching the 60-degree mark. I don't think we'll quite hit that just because of the lack of sunshine, and showers could linger near Friday, but we're drier, hopefully, going into next Saturday.
Tomorrow,